Jurgen's last game for Liverpool, the last viewers review for this season, Liverpool 2, Wolves 0. As far as the game is concerned, the result was good. The result was good. Performance was okay. Before the sending off, Liverpool played very tentative. You can see that we were nervous. Like the occasion was getting the better of them after the sending off, which I do believe is the correct decision. I know what Carragher said. In real time, it looks like a yellow. In slow motion, it looks more like a red. But that's the thing, innit? Like, it's a nasty one. Like, you can see by McAllister's reaction. So I think it's the correct decision. After the red, we completely settled down. McAllister on point, lovely header. Jarrell Kwanzaa, that's like a striker's. That's a predatory finish, striker's finish, man. He's a talent. We're very fortunate to have. Fortunate to have him. And then as far as the rest of the game is concerned, it kind of like fizzled out a little bit. Yeah, we had a lot of chances, but we're just misfiring, like we have been recently. But it doesn't matter. And fair play to Wolves. They're not on the beach. They fought tooth and nail. Even at 10 men, they had chances. Matt Doherty had a goal disallowed. But yeah, as far as everything else is concerned, I'm glad they're not doing the parade. In terms of optics wise, doesn't look great. We've only won a League Cup. There's no other trophy to accompany it, so it doesn't look good. But I do believe they should bring the manager back at some point and unveil a statue in his honour, because he deserves it. He 100% does for what he's done. For what he's done for this football club, yeah, he needs something like that. Something a bit more substantial to commemorate him. As far as the season is concerned, I give the season a 7 out of 10. Won a domestic cup. We finished comfortably third. I know people will say like, look, we were in the title race, we should have done better, but that just shows you that this Liverpool 2.0, it exceeded expectations in the league, because I didn't expect them to be in the title race this soon, especially for the periods of time that we were. Only thing that we're missing is the Europa League, so I'll give this season a 7 out of 10. And now I just want to extend my eternal gratitude to Jurgen Klopp, man. Like, I've criticised him, and I'll hold my hands up. I've criticised his not his man management, sorry, I've criticised his tactics, his in-game management, but ultimately it was all from a good place, because I wanted him to grow. I want the club to grow. Like, they grow together and we become more successful. But ultimately, it just wasn't meant to be. I can understand why he's stepping down, because of the fact, like, he's an emotional manager, man. He relies a lot on that. But people always are quick to judge Jurgen, because in the end of the day, I do agree. He should have and could have won more. But people judge you now when you're at your best, but they forget where you come from, man. Like, people forget very quick to forget like what Liverpool were like when Brendan Rodgers left. When he got sacked after the Merseyside derby, people don't understand how bad that team was. Just from a purely, and it's not even a player perspective. It's not just that. Yeah, we were so bad, like footballing wise. Like our tempo was so slow. We were so gettable. We had no pacing behind, no nothing. Like, and then the moment he took over the Tottenham game, you could see instantly what we were trying to do. Players looked like they had way more energy. But and yeah, look, after a couple of summer transfer windows, Jurgen's had us competing for the top honours consistently, So, and he took us back to multiple Champions League finals. I never thought we'd ever win a Champions League again, and here we are, man. We've had some crazy nights. We've won our first ever league title, and Jurgen's done a lot for this football club. He's overseen some transitions, took us through a pandemic, like 2 stadium expansions, a new training complex. Like, he's been here when Liverpool have basically stripped themselves back and rebuilt the foundation. And my hope is that the next manager, the manager after that, and is able to capitalize on all that he has built on, and the success at Liverpool. It doesn't have to be, even if it's at the same kind of level that the success that Jurgen's had. I have no problem with it. So, from here, I just want to say Dankeschön and Auf Wiedersehen to Jurgen Norbert Klopp, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been such he has rekindled my love for Liverpool, man. Like I said, when Brendan was at the club, it was like we were terrible. We were on the precipice of mediocrity, and Jurgen Klopp brought the fire back to our club. But anyway, listen, there's a new manager next year, and Jurgen is still giving us gifts. He's still managing us, man. That's a really nice touch that he did an Arnie Slot chant, to make sure that the fans know what they need to do, man. Just because Jurgen ain't here, we need to show our support for the team and the players. And as for the Kopish community, it's been a pleasure doing this. I'll hopefully be back out. Well, I want to be back next year doing this again. I hope all of you have a wonderful summer. Take care. Love as always. Peace.
Big up, lads. So that was a very emotional game, and I'm not in the best state. Reason being because our gaffer, the one guy who really made us believe in this team, he's gone. He's gone. There are times to be emotional, and then there are times to be logical. Today is not the time to be logical and think of the future. Today is the day we understand what took place over the past 9 years and how these 9 years were the best 9 years of our lives as Liverpool fans, and what's the groundwork set by this one man, this one great man called Jurgen Klopp. He paved the way for the future. So yeah, today is a very emotional day. All right, so let's get into the game. All right, if we have to get into the game, look, we're going to win this game either or. Did the red card really help us? I don't think so. I don't think Nelson Semedo's red card helped us because prior to the red card, I feel like Wolves, they were more attacking. So let's say they were not a man down and they went with the game with 11 men on the pitch. They would have given us a good fight, but us being Liverpool, we would have had better opportunities. Since the red card, I feel like that was the deciding factor because that is what led to the end results. Right after the red card is when we scored both our goals within the first half, and then nothing much really happened in the second half. So yeah, the red card was a crucial moment for the game. The negatives are with 10 men on the pitch. As rivals, you should score more. But then the positives are, look at the stats of Liverpool playing against 10 men and look how many times we've won the game. I'm using the word won. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the game. Like, there wasn't much to really do because we would have finished third either way. So tonight was all about Jurgen Klopp, because this is the night, or this is the game or the match review you do about Jurgen Klopp. So I would like even the others to speak about the great man Jurgen Klopp. We might not love him, we might maybe hate him, but we can never disrespect him. That is one thing I need to make clear with everyone. Never disrespect what he's done. He might do an inch for a few people, or he might do a mile for a lot of others like us, but he's done quite a lot. So yeah, really thankful to Jurgen Klopp, not just him, but to our other Liverpool servants like Joel Matip. Joel Matip, first Jurgen Klopp signing. I love this guy. I know, not enough game time, injuries, yada yada, blah blah. Throw it all in. It doesn't matter. Joel Matip, love him. Thiago Alcantara, the first proper superstar that we knew. We knew that he's going to be a superstar. He's already a superstar and we're getting a superstar. That was Thiago Alcantara. So yeah, even they're departing. But again, tonight's about Jurgen Klopp. I don't have enough words and things to say about him, but he's really made me a believer of Liverpool. Prior to that, it was like, it's one of those relationships, or it's one of those family heirlooms or heritage where it is a responsibility to be a supporter of Liverpool, with the record we've been having for the past 30 years. Jurgen Klopp made a difference to that. He made us all realize there is a lot more. So yeah, all the best to him. And LFC, We will be back next season, baby. Honest lot. La 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 la. Let's go.
Good evening to the Kopish community. This is the Rears review for Liverpool against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Liverpool 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Now, guys, for me today, I almost think that the game sort of paled into insignificance because of what today meant. I don't think there's a Liverpool football fan within the Liverpool community worldwide that would want to say goodbye to the Kaiser, aka Jurgen Klopp. I think first and foremost, I'm going to touch on the game just very briefly because I don't really need to examine and dissect and almost be quite forensic in relation to the comment and the feedback, because again, the game didn't really mean anything. The only thing that it really meant was that we needed to win for the chief. So I'm going to say two things here. I'm ripping the band-aid off. I've been saying it for a while now on my viewers reviews. The longer the season's gone on, the more games we've played, the more I feel like I'm justified in what I'm going to say. And some of the evidence will suggest that it's validated. Mo Salah. I bet people look, as soon as they hear this viewers review and hear his name, they go, this guy's going to say something negative and maybe just forward, and that's absolutely fine by me. I don't care. But everybody has an opinion, and my opinion is the guy is I wouldn't say he's done. He's done in the position that he's in. Now, if there's an expectation he's going to stay in that position, then he is done, because I don't think he can play in that position anymore. Today, some of his passing, I mean, there was one particular pass when he sort of like passed it from his I think outside his left boot. Fantastic pass. All the touches and some of the things that he did, I'm thinking, boy, you have dropped off an absolute ginormous mountain. Never mind a cliff. And Trent, the brother can't defend. We know that now. We know that for a long time. But true, say me know, say, he can't defend. For real. A couple of times when my man got nutmegged, I didn't even want to chase back. So, Arnie Slot, who I believe have the lot, he's going to have to do a lot this next season in relation to team morale and all that business, and trying to get the players to fit into his system and how he wants to play and all that type of stuff and all that type of business. But my final ending in relation to today, I just want to give a big thank you to Jurgen Klopp, because people will argue, and I've heard people already say things around the fact that he's only won one Champions League and he's only won one Premier League and he's been here for 9 years and blah, 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 blah. But when you are up against a machine, you know, it's like you're in the Olympic Games, in the 100 metre final, and you know that the next man next year is overdosing himself with all sorts of drugs and steroids and stuff, and you know, so my man's going to run like, and you try your best, but you know that actually, unless he slips up, trips up or whatever, you ain't going to get there. You ain't going to get that gold medal, because he's going to beat you. And it's been the same with Man City and Jurgen Klopp. And you know, when you think about it and reflect and look back on what he's achieved in the time that he's been here and who he's had to go up against with what he has had to work with, unbelievable, 100%. So I just wanted to sort of dedicate this year's review really to Jurgen Klopp, because it'll be really, really, really strange not to see him in the dugout. And it'll be really, really strange for him. What's he going to do tomorrow morning when he gets out of bed? He's not going to be thinking about going to the training ground and all that. Strange. But hey ho, guys. We are where we are. It is what it is. The season's done. We chipped up a bit, didn't we, to the finish line. But hey ho. It could have been worse. We could have not won a trophy at all and not qualify for the Champions League. So there is a little bit of optimism just there. You know, we've got things to build on for next season. So everybody, the Kopish community, guys, comment, share, subscribe. I just hope that you guys just keep rolling this content throughout the summer, because I don't know, and the rest of a lot of the Kopish community don't know what they're going to do with your content and your research and the effort and time you put in. Unbelievable. So I miss the season. I miss watching my team. I miss listening to you guys. If I'm not able to watch a watch along, I catch up at the end of the day or a couple of days after, and I miss the calling shows and I miss the Monday nights, and yeah, it's been a funny season, and it's an end of an era as well. It's quite emotional, and some of you guys I know in the chat, I've seen it today, saying about they're not emotional and means nothing and it's cold and all this business. That's absolutely fine, but you know what? Everybody's different. So, everybody out there, enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and above all, smash that like button, son. Peace.